Ultralight Backpacking and Survival Tips with Steve Gilman.
The creation of our road to the sky all began back in 1853 when the New Hampshire legislature granted a charter to General David Macomber to build the 8-mile road to the summit. It was a challenging task he set for himself, to say the least, but he had a vision. See, the White Mountains were beginning to gain a reputation as a destination resort, with grand hotels catering to wealthy travelers for the summer season. His path to the top of New England would surely be the high point of any visit to the North Country.
Mount Washington in New Hampshire is just a beautiful place to go hiking, but it also is known for its horrible weather, and it is where the highest wind speed ever recorded on the planet came from. It was over 200 miles per hour. And as it turned out, we wouldn't be hiking on this trip because it was drizzling and sleeting and windy, and you can see that there are chains holding this building down in this picture. So we just enjoyed the visitor center and the wild weather and the drive on our way up and down. This is what we would have seen if we had good weather. This is inside the museum. Big mural on the wall. Going down now.
Solo to the
Trying to keep the brakes from overheating.
1934, the still current world record wind of 231 miles an hour is recorded on the summit.
One of the best kindlings you can have for a fire is the dead branches, the lower dead branches of spruce trees, balsam trees, and pines. They stay relatively dry. Sometimes on one side of the tree they'll be dry even after a heavy snow or rain, depending on which way the wind was blowing. You can see that they break easily, so you can collect them by hand. And they're full of resin, making them great for starting fires. So remember the dead branches on the lower part of spruce trees, fir trees, and pine trees.
If you don't climb, you might not notice something like this, or know what it is if you saw it, but these white patches on the rock here are from chalk, from climbers who are doing some bouldering here. And the only reason I bring that up is it's just good to know what's going on where you're hiking. If you were lost, for example, and you found an area like this, you could be fairly certain if it was a weekend, for example, that there might be climbers coming around. And you also know you might be a little closer to civilization because climbers typically won't go more than a mile or two in from their cars to climb something like this.
This is great. I love hiking in these rocks. I think it's been over 3 days, 4 days. I don't know. I wish I had some water. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to move these rocks. I was able to get my backpack off, and I found my watch. It's been like 126 hours so far. That's like over 5 days, isn't it? I could go for something to eat. I didn't think it'd come to this, but at least I brought it. I think I'm gonna have to cut myself loose. Here goes. Oh, I did it. I cut myself loose. Man, it took me years to grow that hair. Thank you for watching Ultralight Backpacking and Survival Tips with Steve Gilman. For more information, you can see the ultralitesite.com, the ultralitbackpackingsite.com, or buy the book Ultralight Backpacking Secrets, now available on Kindle and Nook.